instances of paranormal phenomena have been reported in this desolate place. Events that may reflect the area's tragic past.
The Mothman stole my catalytic converter in Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Bigfoot ate all the bottles out of my recycling bin and called my mom a slut.
The Chupacabra keeps stealing packages off my front porch and sending my wife suggestive text messages.
The New Jersey Devil has been knocking over my trash cans and taking out credit cards in my name. Stop it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Other Nature's Podcast. We talk all things paranormal. I'm Ken James, and this is Jason McKittrick.
Hey, folks.
And if we can haunt, howl, or dwell in the dark, we want to talk about it. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen,
we're sucking goats.
We're sucking goats. We're
Chupacabra.
Yeah,
sorry.
We're going to the Chupacabra.
Language barrier.
Yeah,
it's gonna get
fine.
weird in here.
Yeah, we're gonna actually talk about the Chupacabra.
Yeah, people have asked.
I
said,
Yeah.
We passed on it for a while.
Yeah, and then we're like, you know what?
Let's do
it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, but before we get into the El Chupacabra, we're gonna send it over to Christina for a nice jump scare. So, Christina.
Yes.
You have a spooky story for us?
I do, actually. So, this goes back, anywhere from 8 to 5 years ago. Driving on this road in Lakewood. And didn't matter what time of day it was, whether it be in the morning or the afternoon, I would see this very skinny, homeless-looking man walking on the side of the road. And one time I saw him, Jason was in the car with me, and he noticed me looking in the rearview mirror at the guy. And he's like, "What are you looking at?" And I'm like, "I see this guy walking on the road. He looked homeless. Every time I go down this road for the past, couple weeks." And he's like, "That's not a guy, that's a ghost." And I was like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Yeah, it is." I was like, "No shit." And he's like, "Yeah, he didn't have any, feet."
Oh, no feet.
But I was driving, so I couldn't really get a whole glimpse of his, entire body.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, shit." And, I thought he was a real person.
That's...
And,
gross.
And it's funny, because after that, I never saw him again.
After the time that it was explained to you what was going on, you were like...
Never saw him again.
Well, that road was an older road, and do you remember the big barn that was there? There was a huge barn right off the street, and that got demolished not too long after, and no one ever saw the ghost again.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It was attached to...
That barn.
Yeah. And like we say over here at ODP, that... certain materials can have attachments, and they don't build houses like they used to. Yeah. And that's why we're losing ghosts.
And he wasn't translucent, he was
solid.
Solid.
He was physical with no fucking feet.
Yeah. I just didn't see that part.
Yeah, it was like he faded as he got closer to the ground.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Disgusting. Christina.
Spooky.
Thank you so much for your jump scare.
My pleasure.
And we appreciate it greatly.
Anytime.
Oof. Feel this ghost, right? It's a thing. The disappearing from up down. I grew up with a house that it went the other way.
Just legs.
Yeah, it was the other way.
Didn't need a head.
Yeah, didn't need a head. It was like, no, this is where I do my work. From the waist down.
Yeah, it's one of those roadside ghosts. We bring them up often.
Yeah, we do bring them up often. They're so
yucky.
They're so yucky, and it's it's unbelievable. Like. I besides the one that I told you maybe 7 episodes ago when we were coming back past the hospital.
Is it 7? I'm gonna go back and count.
It might be. But when we were coming back past the hospital that my my uncle passed away at, me and Britt were passing by, and she saw a guy just like jump in the road.
Yeah.
We were talking about it.
Yeah.
It was one of our Zoom episodes.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's terrifying, and it's also awesome. it's that like what are these spirits confined to? You know, like that kind of concept. And I me Reiki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! What just came
shit.
through?
Oh my god.
Dude, they're
Guys,
coming at hard. I almost got hit again.
Like, if that would have connected, you'd be a goner, bro. You'd be
I'd be a
roadside
ghost without feet.
Yeah. You'd be a
Without a head at
feetless
this point.
ghost. Oh, man. I guess it's another haunted headline.
Haunted headline.
All right, guys. So this time's haunted headline is it's a UFO sighting. Colombian model claims to have captured what some are describing as the best UFO footage ever.
I call it Squirtle.
Yeah, exactly. So I sent this to Jason 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything about the Colombian model. I'm watching the footage now, and there's not much preamble with this clip. I'm not gonna be like, tell you much. All I know is that she was the one that filmed it. It wasn't a jet because you see the propellers on the plane.
Yeah,
it must have been
this thing
some
looks like a turtle shell flying through the air.
But I'm saying the plane itself must have been some kind of Cessna or something. It's a smaller plane.
Yeah,
it has propellers. You see it.
You don't think she was out on the wing?
There's something on the wing, something. But yeah, no, it's. But also, remember how we were talking about the squares, black squares inside of the.
Yeah, this doesn't look like that though.
From an angle, when it first comes up, it looks like it could be. It's like a diamond.
It looks
shape.
like a stingray that got shot out of the ocean. Look at it. Look
Yeah,
at the body.
I see it.
It's so
I'm
weird.
seeing. It's metallic. It has colors, and it's
metallic. I think it just looks shiny. It looks like the color, like the light underskin of a turtle belly, and the back looks like it's dark.
But it's like blue and shiny. We're
It's
seeing
weird.
different things here. You're seeing Squirtle.
Sorry, I'm not following the Ken narrative. Go ahead. What is it, Ken?
It's awesome.
Okay.
The Ken narrative, is that his thing?
Yeah.
Are we gonna start doing a Ken narrative segment?
Yeah. What's up?
Alex Jones was right.
Jesus Christ. 9/11 was a fucking inside job.
Yeah, inside job.
What's the other one? Moon landing was a hoax?
No.
No.
Mythbusters crushed that one.
Right.
Like, come on, dude.
So if they do a Mythbusters episode on this, you'll be in?
Well, no, there's no
Oh,
way
wait, you're a
they
flat
can-
earther. That's right.
Me? No. I'll punch a flat earther in the face. I will.
We'll
I
get
don't
there.
want to.
Episode 364.
Yeah,
we punch a flat earther.
Yeah, and for no other reason than just like we're like
We run through it all.
Yeah, it's like we're done here.
Yeah,
it's time.
Okay.
All right, so tonight's episode, like we said, we're gonna tackle the Chupacabra. Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Look, guys, I just want to preface this with. There's a lot of pictures. There's a lot of videos.
There is a lot
and
of
stuff,
pictures
and it's
to
like,
back it up.
It's like, you know what? This is probably the cryptid with the most evidence, but in the
but
same.
also probably the least real.
Exactly. So it's like dogs with mange and things of that.
Right.
So
and because they even. What was it? When it first came out in the early 90s, everyone was like, this is amazing, this is crazy. But then they brought the egghead onto sightings. He was like, this only occurs in Spanish-speaking countries, so it's a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
Glasses up, my pocket protector.
Yeah.
But also, in that same era, in like the early 2000s, there was like one of those MTV specials where Ja Rule, they were like doing something about like following him in Mexico and like during a tour, and he was at the end of the documentary or whatever it was, he's freaking out that he just saw Chupacabra.
Oh yeah.
Ja Rule's like, I just saw Chupacabra.
Is he dead? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's doing great. He's doing great. He's killing it.
Is he?
Well, no, 50 Cent keeps shitting.
Oh, okay. I don't know about these rappers and their
Anyway,
feuds.
I don't care either. But in the same breath, I remember I was like, whoa, you saw Chupacabra? I remember being like, I was in that MTV era. I was like all about it. I'm like, where's the like? Is there video of the Chupacabra? And like the camera's like trying to focus on the hillside in Mexico, and they never showed it. And so it's like, John Rule, you fucking liar!
Wow.
You fucking.
All right, I'm gonna get this shit back on course.
Yeah, sorry.
So the Chupacabras literally means goat sucker.
Yeah.
Is a legendary creature in the folklore parts of the Americas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the Americas.
Some of the Americas. I mean, no, it's right here too. Yeah. With its first purported sightings reported in Puerto Rico. Shout out to our Boricuas. In 1995. The name comes from the animal's reported vampirism. The Chupacabra is said to attack and drink the blood of livestock, including, but not limited to, goats.
I just want to say, when you said Boricuas,
yeah,
I swatted enough in time, and I got a little up the nose of the beer that I was.
Why? Because I know the right word?
No, just because you said it in the way you said it was hilarious. It was great. Respect, bro.
He's really good with his accent.
He is good with
That's what it is. Physical descriptions of the creature vary. Some describe it as a reptilian and alien-like, generally as a heavy creature the size of a small bear, with a row of spines reaching from the neck to the base of the tail.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures.
Others depict it as a more dog-like. That's usually in the southwestern United States. Yeah. It's like his cousin.
Well, because the southwestern portion, they have so much dogs with mange and coyotes with mange.
Coyotes. Yeah. Sightings have been reported in Puerto Rico since the 1970s, however. The creature has since been reported as far north as Maine and as far south as Chile. He was up in Maine. He was looking for Chuck Rack.
Yeah. Oh, dude. We're
going to get him.
Yeah. We're eventually, Chuck Rack's going to have to answer to us.
It was even spotted outside of the Americas in countries like Russia and the Philippines.
All right. No.
Okay.
No. I'm saying no.
Well, all the reports are anecdotal and have been disregarded as uncorroborated or lacking evidence. Yeah. All of the reports. I love it. Sightings in northern Mexico and the southern United States have been verified as canids afflicted by mange.
Yeah.
According to biologists and wildlife management officials, the Chupacabra is an urban legend.
Yeah.
Listen, if I'm going to believe any of them, it's like the Puerto Rican or the Mexican ones. Because, like, first of all, if the Titty Twister was a real place, they would have a Chupacabra in there.
A man after my own heart.
Right?
Bringing up the Titty Twister. Yeah, there was definitely... one might even say, when Sex Machine got his head ripped off...
Yeah.
The creature
like
he
one.
became might have been a Chupacabra. El Chupacabras. I keep making up stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're doing like an accent that's not exactly correct. And the word is wrong.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm just having fun.
Ken's from Philly.
Yeah, we're dumb here. All I know is the Phillies, you know. I know football, I know baseball.
Right.
I know boxing. I don't... dogs.
We said dogs. You thought hot dogs.
Yeah, I was thinking dogs and dingers. I don't know.
Wow.
Well, that's why we have you as the anchor.
I'm writing the ship again.
Yeah, we have Jason as the anchor. You know, I'm the lunatic. Jason
You're the loose cannon.
Yeah, I'm the loose cannon. I'm the wild card.
Wild card.
Yeah.
So the name is attributed to Puerto Rican comedian.
Fuck you! I'm sorry. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
The name is attributed to Puerto Rican comedian Silverio Perez, who coined the label in 1995 while commenting on the attacks as a San Juan radio DJ. So he's calling him goat sucker. I think he did it like on radio. It was just a joke.
I've never heard that once. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a joke. He's just like making the... Yeah, all right.
I think kind of like the Mothman, how he got his name. It was kind of just like, because Batman was popular. Oh, this is Mothman.
Yeah, all right.
Even though nothing was moth-like his appearance. Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How did this happen? Like, how did we get this story? How did this become such a part of our... just entrenched in the zeitgeist?
Yes, this became such a heavy-handed... cryptid thing where it transcribed. I caught it and throw it back. Kamehameha or Hadouken, but no, it became such a.
I froze you and then uppercutted your frozen body.
Nice.
Keep this in.
But so for those who are just wondering what just happened, so Jay threw something at me. I caught it. I missed with a throwback. He froze me a Sub-Zero, then uppercutted me. this is what we do here over there.
Especially after we just did shots of vodka.
Yeah, I
before
think we
started.
also might need to do a couple Malibu shots right now. I think we need to.
You want to do it on during the podcast?
Yeah, I think we should if Christina so sees fit.
Absolutely.
But okay, so the Chupacabra.
Just call it Chupacabra.
The Chupacabra has apparently taken lead on it's not even a cryptid anymore. It's like a thing.
It's a cultural icon.
It is. Oh man. Holy shit.
Deep pours here.
Yeah, deep pours over here at the McKittrick household. Yeah, Kenny Prop, you okay? And yes, I did just check in on myself.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna do shots here.
All right.
Beep, boop, 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 clink, clink.
All right, let's suck these goats.
Yeah, I'll suck every goat.
That goes down a little bit easier than Tito's.
Way easier than Tito's that we just did earlier. But, okay, so what I was saying about the Chupacabra. So there has been movies, and they're not good.
No, they're not.
There's never been a good movie about the Chupacabra. But this is one of the cryptids where the effect of the creature is rampant.
Okay.
It's one of the ones where it's like, how do we attribute this thing to this, what happened to all these animals, these chickens, these cows? It's one of the ones where you're like, what did happen?
Right.
What did?
Well, let's lay it out. So,
actually, that was good. That was a comment. That's what I like. Yeah.
In 1975, a series of livestock killings in the small town of Mocha, Puerto Rico, was attributed to El Vampiro de Mocha. That's the vampire of
Dude,
Mocha.
You're hot when you do that.
It's so sexy.
Initially, it was suspected that the killings were committed by a satanic cult, as you do. Later, more killings were reported around the island, and many farms reported loss of animal life. Each of the animals was reported to have its body bled dry through a series of small circular incisions. Okay? The first reported attack, eventually attributed to the actual Chupacabra, occurred in March of 1995. 8 sheep were discovered dead in Puerto Rico, each with 3 puncture wounds in the chest area and reportedly completely drained of blood.
No blood left.
None.
Blood gone.
Gone. Yep. A few months later, in August, an eyewitness named Madeline Tolentino reported seeing the creature in the Puerto Rican town of Canovanas, where as many as 150 farm animals and pets were reportedly killed.
Right. That's,
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit out there that's going down.
Yep. So back to our buddy, the comedian Silverio Perez, is credited with coining the term Chupacabra soon after the first incidents were reported in the press. Shortly after the first reported incidents in Puerto Rico, other animal deaths were reported in other countries such as Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Honduras, Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, Peru, and the United States.
That was the longest streak of nailing names.
So much cocaine.
Dude, you can't. No, I'm saying you just.
Not in me, in those countries.
Yeah, no. That was on Other Dangerous Podcast. That was the longest streak of nailing names without stopping.
Did you like the flare on Nicaragua?
I did.
I pulled that from Terminator 2.
Nice.
Okay.
Right nip, hard.
Beautiful. In October and December 2018, there came many reports of suspected chupacabras in Manipur, India.
In India?
Yeah, this is social media shit, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Many domestic animals and poultry were killed in a suspicious manner similar to those other chupacabra attacks, and several people reported that they had seen chupacabra. However, forensic experts opined that street dogs were responsible for mass killings of domestic animals and poultry after studying the remnants of a corpse.
Right. So, I want to attribute a lot of this to these, mangy street dogs and things like that. But the thing that remains is street dogs, they ain't sucking the blood. They're not
That's
fully...
street sharks.
Yeah, street sharks.
Suck the blood.
90s toys. Street sharks.
Is there a cartoon?
Yeah, there was a cartoon.
I didn't see it. Sorry,
Dude, they were on rollerblades.
No, I remember that. I know what they are, but I didn't
yeah.
see the actual cartoon.
Well, It was
Cartoon
cartoon.
It was just a copy. They were just trying to copy the Ninja Turtles.
No shit. Yeah. But anyway,
I'm sorry.
like I was saying, I derail, Jay derails. This is what we do.
That's what we do.
But the like the mangy dog thing, like when they're like, oh, this is the response to the Chupacabra. This is Chupacabra. No, look, there are all these different livestock animals that are like completely drained from blood from one little, one little,
wow,
one little
kisses.
Yeah, one little kiss.
Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong.
We're gonna get some emails about this episode.
I would love to get some emails about this. I'm tired of not getting emails.
You get a lot of messages.
I get messages. We get emails.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
how many engagement requests this month? 3, 4.
Anyway,
You don't want to address it. Okay.
No, I'm not going to address any of that. What I'm saying is,
He kind of wants to address it.
the whole mangy dog aspect, that they are the ones that contribute to the goat sucking, and all that, it's bullshit. No. They don't have the.
Is this a hot take?
No, it's not a hot take.
Oh, okay.
Well, it might be for dumb fucks who think that fucking a coyote or a dog is able to drain a fucking goat or a chicken.
Well, it has this like specialized tongue. Remember, they show that it has like a tongue that sucks blood.
Sure, you know who doesn't?
Who?
Dogs or coyotes.
So you're saying it's a real creature because dogs and coyotes can't do that?
Yeah, I'm saying them going, dogs and coyotes are responsible. Oh, it's a mangy dog that's doing this.
I got you.
You done fucked up, Aaron. Because that ain't real. That's not how it works. There's no way that a mangy dog or coyote, as crazy as they may seem,
They're not using cattle as squeeze boxes.
Yeah, no, they're not Capri Sunning them.
Right.
It's something else. It has to be something else.
Yes. Well, Ken, a 5-year investigation by
well, Jason.
Yeah,
I'm here
by Benjamin Radford, documented in his 2011 book "Tracking the Chupacabra," concluded that the description given by the original eyewitnesses in Puerto Rico was based on the creature Syl in the 1995 science fiction horror film Species.
Beautiful.
Yeah. The alien creature Syl is nearly.
My dad, before he died, took me and
How drunk are you already?
They took me to see that. No, it's
all
not
right.
that.
Okay,
I'm just saying,
nowhere.
No. So that I was fucking 10.
Oh,
I
wow.
went to see
With
Species.
the tit tentacles?
Yeah, all of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She's blowing the dude in the pool? Wow.
Yeah.
So that's...
Guess what?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's
Okay.
I was... Did I derail it again? I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, yeah. This is the derailed episode. You know what? Can we label this cursed episode?
Yeah, I'll put it
Perfect.
cursed. I'll put it cursed.
The alien creature Syl is nearly identical to Tolentino's Chupacabra eyewitness account, and she had seen the movie before her report. Quote, "It was a creature that looked like the Chupacabra with spines on its back and all. The resemblance to the Chupacabra was really impressive." Tolentino reported. Radford revealed that Tolentino believed the creatures and events she saw in Species were happening in reality in Puerto Rico at the time, and therefore concludes that the most important Chupacabra description cannot be trusted. This, Radford believes, seriously undermines the credibility of the Chupacabra as a real animal. All right.
So it's basically a sexier version of the xenomorph from Aliens, because it was Geiger who did the Species alien to Giger. I'm sorry.
Fucking
all right.
Geiger Jago.
Yeah.
Anyway, in addition, the reports of blood sucking by the Chupacabra were never confirmed by a necropsy.
Are you serious?
It wasn't.
It was never confirmed?
It was. It wasn't.
Okay.
The only way to conclude that the animal was drained of blood, right? That's the only way. So Dr. David Morales, a Puerto Rican veterinarian with the Department of Agriculture, analyzed 300 reported victims of the Chupacabra and found that they had not been bled dry. Okay. All right. Radford divided the Chupacabra reports into 2 categories. Bullshit and bullshit. No, I'm sorry. The reports in Puerto Rico and Latin America where animals were attacked and it was supposed that the blood was extracted, and the reports in the United States of mammals, mostly dogs and coyotes with mange, that people call Chupacabra due to their unusual appearance.
Right.
All right. So, fast forward a little bit, late October 2010, University of Michigan biologist Barry O'Connor concluded that all the Chupacabra reports in the United States were simply coyotes infected with parasites.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just got up and was like, that's it, guys.
Yeah. But none of the victims were completely drained of blood. That
Yes,
was all
but the
bullshit.
United States stories don't have that aspect. That's all from Puerto Rico. They're doing some weird shit out there. All right, so... and all their symptoms from this parasite would explain most of the features of the Chupacabra. That would be left with little fur, thickened skin, and a rank odor. Okay?
Makes sense.
Yeah, and O'Connor theorized that the attacks on goats occurred, quote, because these animals are greatly weakened. So they're going to have a hard time hunting. All right?
Yeah.
So they may be forced into attacking livestock because it's easier than running down a rabbit or a deer.
And they just find a way to hit the vein and suck all the blood out.
Yeah, this is like the cryptids version of cow tipping. Like, this guy's just a party animal. You know what I'm saying? Although several witnesses came to the conclusion that the attacks could not be the work of dogs or coyotes because they had not eaten the victim, this conclusion is incorrect. All right? Because both dogs and coyotes can kill and not consume the prey, either because they are inexperienced or due to an injury or difficulty in killing the prey. The prey can survive the attack and die afterwards from internal bleeding or circulatory shock. Presence of 2 holes in the neck, corresponding with the canine teeth, are to be expected, since this is the only way that most land carnivores have to catch their prey. There are reports of stray Mexican hairless dogs being mistaken for chupacabras.
Right. So, I mean, how deep are we expected to go?
What do you mean?
Here.
Oh, there's not much left.
Yeah. I mean, bottom line, I mean, there's some going on with it if all the blood is drained from these animals.
Yeah.
But all the reports are saying they're wrong. The blood isn't completely drained.
I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like 2 different creatures we're working with here. I think that people just heard the Chupacabra story, and then they're like, oh, there's Chupacabras out there. Just like my kids, like, now they're like, oh, everything is a skinwalker now. Everything's a skinwalker. And I'm like, you're not even... The legend's not even right. You're not even talking about the same thing.
But that's still your fault.
It isn't, though, because that's on social media right now. They're, like, kids are... Like, skinwalker, they're a
like,
thing right now.
Off?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The skinwalker stock is through the roof. Buy.
All right. I believe you. I don't know.
Next week... Sell. It's gonna hit its heights about next week because the weather gets warm. Kids are done with this winter bullshit, and they don't want to. So you're gonna want to sell real soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Cryptidstocks.com.
Okay. So, first of all, none of what we've talked about, besides this spiny, alien version, the Chupacabra. This became it
was huge.
Oh, it was huge.
Yeah.
And it became like the artist.
Oh yeah.
Like they were like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking take over. Just
they're like, I'm so tired of drawing Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster. We
right.
finally have a new one.
Yeah, we finally have a new one. It's got like a spiny back.
Yeah,
it's like
it's fun.
Oh, it's all this.
It's very 90s.
Oh, it's super 90s. Yeah. It's like. It's like a little critter. They made a little critter that, like, he's got the spines on his back, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna suck your goat. You know, that's what they did. That's what we're meant to believe.
Right. Well, the appearance is the big thing where you kind of like draw the line. I mean, the most common description of the Chupacabra is that of a reptile-like creature. All right, said to have leathery and scaly greenish-gray skin and sharp spines or quills running down its back. It is said to be approximately 3 to 4 feet high and stands or hops in a fashion similar to that of a kangaroo. Creepy.
It's actually more silly than creepy.
Another common description of the Chupacabra is of a strange breed of wild dog. See, this is where we get this from. This form is mostly hairless and has a pronounced spinal ridge, usually pronounced eye sockets, fangs, and claws. It's a starving dog.
Yeah.
Unlike conventional predators, the Chupacabra is said to drain all the animal's blood and sometimes organs. Usually through 3 holes in the shape of a downward pointing triangle. But sometimes through only 1 or 2 holes.
I mean, if we're doing this, Like, if we're doing this...
Are we doing this? Is anyone doing this anywhere?
I don't know. I would love... it's so stupid. I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, Charles, like, well, just say alien. Just say alien.
So what do you think? It, like, escaped? Do you think it escaped from, like, some kind of, like, government test lab? Like, let's create things that can get into, like, they're like gremlins almost. Like, unleash them on a battlefield and they could fuck with, like, you know.
Well, if anything, if we're going to consider this creature to be anything, I don't think it's like an escape lab kind of thing. It's got to be. It does have to be extraterrestrial. It has to be some kind of creature that was put here that has like a fucking
straw mouth.
Yeah, straw mouth or syringe tongue.
Yeah,
that could latch on and suck everything out in a clean, suck.
So it's efficient. Like, it just gets it done.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It's and it might have to have some kind of like sedative that the triangle.
So you think its mouth?
On.
You think its mouth has some kind of like sedative in its saliva?
Yes.
And then you just drinks it like that.
It locks it on.
Yeah.
The saliva does the sedative, and then the tongue goes in, finds the vein.
This is very intrusive.
The Chupacabra is intrusive.
Yeah,
Jason.
Well, goats don't like it.
No, goats hate it because they're sucked.
Right.
Not in the good way.
No. Do you remember that Goat Simulator game?
Yeah, people love that shit.
Was the Chupacabra in that? Was he the final boss?
No, they fucking...
What a missed opportunity that
what
was.
A missed opportunity.
Oof. Goat Simulator, and then you have to evade the Chupacabra that's trying to put its triangle tongue thing.
Lock on track. They like if you were smart, Goat Simulator people.
Well, how about a DLC for fuck's sake?
Right. Like, run away. Like, have a thing where you're like running away. You have to like turn and like headbutt,
or like do like the hind foot, kick it in the face, kick its tongue off or whatever. I don't know.
Be sick, but they're just wallowing away in their mediocre bullshit.
Yeah. I have to say, this cryptid is pure 90s. I know I said it earlier, but this is like, we're looking for something. This is like something out of Mortal Kombat. Like,
right, but did X-Files ever do one of these?
I don't think so.
How pathetic is that?
It's not pathetic. Let me tell you why. It was too soon. I wouldn't be surprised if X-Files helped birth this thing. We need a new real world one.
Maybe.
Some dude, bunch of dudes were watching X-Files. They're like, how come we don't have one here in Puerto Rico? And then one guy was like, let's make one up. And went from there. Hey, my goat is out of blood. They probably did some Santeria or some shit. I don't know. Drained it of blood. Hey, the goat sucker got them. I'm just spitballing.
No, I like that.
I don't practice Santeria.
No, I know you don't.
And I don't have a crystal ball.
Shoot
me in the face for that reference.
Yeah, well, you had $1 million, but you spent it all.
Yeah,
so I get it. So
derail. This is a cursed episode, folks. Yeah. So if you're actually still listening, I applaud you.
If you're not listening still,
you still applaud them?
You're a fucking pussy.
Oh boy. Ken's 3 sheets to the wind over here.
Oh, I'm feeling good, baby. But no, so the whole idea of the Chupacabra, right? It gets sensationalized, and they do this whole like monster. There's that weird, wacky movie that did that, and there's all different designs of the Chupacabra.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, most of them are false, which is obvious, but there is something that has...
Do you think there's a hardcore? Do you think there's something at the center that is real?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Because of what has happened to the livestock.
Okay.
There's something in there that has done the stuff where a lot of them have been drained.
Oh, yeah.
And there are a lot of the livestock have had certain bite marks.
What was it? Upside down triangles?
Yeah. But I mean, besides that, there's other things that you'll find that they're just drained of blood. It's a thing.
Interesting. There's a 2014 horror film called Indigenous. that has the Chupacabra as its main antagonist. What do you think?
Yeah. Haven't watched it, seen clips, don't care for it.
No.
My time is valuable.
Yeah. Oh my lord, I was incorrect. The search for a Chupacabra was featured in the 1997 X-Files episode El Mundo Gira. I do not know that one.
Well, that's the thing. There's so many episodes that you forget them. That's what I wanted to say.
11th episode of the 4th season. I don't remember this at all. Oh yeah, it's kind of. Oh, it's. They discover a bizarre fungal growth affecting illegal immigrants. Yeah, it's kind of, but not really. You know how they try to do that spin on stuff?
Yeah.
I actually do remember this episode. I don't remember Chupacabra, though. Interesting.
Yeah, they tried.
Look, Chris Carter swings for the fences. You know? Whether he hits it or not, you know. It's kind of a Kyle Schwarber kind of a situation.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Chupacabra is not ODP canon. What are you going to say? What do you think?
No, I wouldn't even.
Is it wishful thinking? They tried to make another heavy hitter.
I think we need to make a new section for it.
Okay.
So we have the chum bucket, which is trash.
Okay.
We have the bench.
Okay.
Which is
we're not sure.
We're not sure.
Yeah.
And then we have canon. We need to make it's like a cartoon, it's like a
fake.
Yeah, but it's fun. So it's like the.
Well, that means we think it's fun. So then it's ODP canon.
No.
Hold on. It's fun, but we don't take it seriously.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's something that we want to keep around.
Yeah.
But it's not real.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do a new category for fun stuff.
Well, what do we do? It's fun. It's not real, but we want to keep it around. Where do we go?
I don't know.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah.
But we still want to, have it.
I mean, I guess, why don't we call this the ODP Backstage Pass? We're like, all right, come on in.
That's cool.
Something like that. Look, we know you're not real, but he still, saunters in anyway.
Yeah,
it's like, there
fun.
he is right there. It's
right.
But he kind of just, we created that.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, Mothman's like, yeah. Bigfoot's like, I get no respect anymore.
Yeah. And they're mad that they're in the green room.
And he comes over and they're just oh, look who's here again. Fucking
Can't
goat sucker.
They let him come in. Yeah.
Do we have to? I'm not talking to goat
Let's
sucker.
just say backseat pit. All right, we'll go backseat.
Something like that.
Yeah, so we'll figure it out.
To be refined.
To be refined. So Chupacabra is bullshit, but it's fun.
But we like it, and
we want to,
yeah. But give it, do you think this one's going to survive though? Do you think this is going to be the one? Is 40 years down the road, is Chupacabra still going to make lists?
Yeah, Chupacabra's still going to be around.
But by then, people will be like, they won't remember what happened, and then they'll be like, oh no, it's real, and then it'll join the ranks of the other guys.
Yeah. The creators, it's become. This is pre Reddit and pre
pre-message boards,
spooky pasta. This is
creepypasta.
Or creepypasta, yes, same thing. It's pre all that, and it's we're in for that. And evidence, not much, but there is something out there with
somebody's fucking up some livestock and cattle.
Yeah,
that's the real
and
story.
in a really weird way.
Didn't Jesse Ventura go after this?
Oh my god, he went after everything. And he went after the humansies. He went after.
Oh,
dude,
it always comes back to jet fuel not being able to melt steel girders.
Yeah, well, what do you want, man?
The truth is out there.
Yeah, well, the truth is out there.
I think the Fluke Man is more real than the Chupacabra. Because at least that has molds and a guy actually did it.
Yeah, at least there's an episode of a TV show.
Although this one does have an episode of a TV show, just not a good episode.
Yeah.
Not good enough to remember.
Yeah. All right, so what are we saying? All right, let's try to nail this down. So it's in the toy box.
The toy box?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in our toy chest.
All right.
If we want to break it out and play with it, we can.
Right.
Throw it Oh, Jay, the Chupacabra's on you.
Right.
It's in the toy chest.
Okay. So if we want to say, like, just have fun with it, if we want to say, like, hey, the Chupacabra is actually, like, Zip Zap and Gleep Glorp's, like, guard dog, and they let him out and just fuck shit up, and then they come out and they do their thing.
Yeah, it's in the toy chest.
Yeah. All right. I like it.
All right, guys. So we've nailed it down. Chupacabra's in the toy chest.
Sure.
That's where our we don't believe in it, but we want to keep it around goes. We use it.
It's part of the lexicon.
Yeah, right.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, guys. So for this episode of Other Dangers Podcast, I'm Ken James.
And I'm Jason McKittrick.
And as always, have a spooky... Very drunk. Thank you for listening to Other Dangers Podcasts. Have you encountered the other dangers? If so, you can email us at otherdangerspodcast@gmail.com. And if you'd like to have a discussion about the paranormal, you can find us at Other Dangers Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. There you can find submitted pictures, videos, and artwork from listeners. We are now streaming on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else podcasts are streamed. And after listening, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you the other dangers.